What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. Today I want to talk about what Poetik Flako did when it comes to Jefe. Before I get into the video, I want to say Point and Shoot did an excellent video on what Poetik Flako did. And you guys know I don't have a dislike for Flako. I've actually been giving him his flowers as far as how successful he has become now that he's no longer a part of No Jumper. I really believe that he could probably blow up over 1 million subscribers. But he can't do anything else. Let me say that again. He cannot repeat what he did with Jefe, in my opinion. And for those of you wondering, well, why are you doing a video? Because I did a video based off of his original video when it came to Jefe. Poetik Flako said that he had spoke to people, and he actually did it in 2 different videos. Poetik Flako said, he created an entire scenario, an exchange of words between a blood and Jefe. Not only did he created a whole conversation between Jefe and somebody else, but then Jefe walked to a car, and these things were all very detailed and stated as actual events. Then the next day, I think things started becoming more clear to him, and he did a second video, and he started that video with the footage of the incident that actually occurred with the blood. And Jefe was never in the video. There's a car that may be the same make, maybe the same color, I don't know. And Poetik Flako did all of that. And in the tape he showed, the video he showed, it was nothing like the day before, the conversation, and Jefe in line, an exchange of words while in the line, walking to the car. None of that happened. None of that is shown in the video. And in that second video, after Poetik Flako showing all that, boom, he goes into the whole, it happened over a DP, a neighborhood disciplinary. And Jefe's bail has more than doubled now. After all the coverage, do I think the bail increase was because of the coverage? No. Something happened. And that is not just Poetik Flako. That's every one of us that has done a video on this. But some of us were reporting what we heard, while others were creating scenarios. I think as content creators, whenever we make a mistake, I think we have a duty to come back and say, hey, you know what? This is what I was told. Turns out it wasn't true. My bad. And I don't think that was done here. Now there's more stuff coming out on the DP. What type of charges the guy that got DP'd, what kind of charges he had. And in the criminal world, you DP somebody like that. In mainstream society, you let the courts do what they're going to do. It's unfortunate that Jefe he started getting some momentum. in his podcasting and his rap. Apparently, I haven't heard his raps, but I'm hearing people say he was getting some motion in his rapping. So he was getting motion in the most positive things in his life. And it was his past way of living that caught up to him. I don't know what type of time Jefe gets. I honestly haven't seen the full charges. I'd like to see those. And then Poetik Flako was talking about in LA getting $1 million bail. He must not have heard. They have a place over there. They call it $1 Million Row. That's for the guys that have $1 million bail. But I caught my case in 1994. No, excuse me, 1993. I got convicted in 94. I caught my case in 1993, and my bail initially was over $1 million, and then they revoked bail. They said, "Nah, you don't even get action." Different time back then, but I'm trying to think, not just of what Jefe is going through, what's going through his mind, but what's going through his family's mind. Imagine seeing your son or your brother or your cousin or your loved one grow up a certain way, and keeping it honest, Jefe is from a neighborhood that's really known to like go there, right? And he survived that. He made it to an age where he was able to do his thing. And he may have been on the verge of something big, or at least he was on a path to where the streets, he didn't need to have nothing to do with them anymore. You show love to him. And if your homies really got love for you and they see you got potential, man, do your thing, homie. We're already older. We did our thing. Everybody knows what time it is with you. Get your money. He was getting there. And some neighborhood stuff possibly derailed that. I've said it in so many videos, man. Prisons are packed full of potential lost. There are so many good basketball players incarcerated, football players, boxers, singers, artists. They had all the potential in the world. It means nothing behind those walls. They're in a different world. That's a different galaxy. They're just existing from day to day. I promise you right now, Jefe is in his cell. And he's going through the daily motions. But in the very back of his mind, he's like, what the did I do? How the hell am I here again? You know, I told the board, when I went before the prison board for parole, I told them that prior to my incarceration, I thought I loved my daughter's mom more than anything in the world. And then through my introspection, through developing my own personal insight, I realized if that was true, I wouldn't have took another man's life. I would have went home that night. I would have been there for her. I would have been there to raise my daughter. I loved the neighborhood more than anything at the time. The truth is in the pudding. Young Jefe is going to have to do his own introspection, develop his own insight, and figure out how he wound up where he's at right now. That's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.